Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Saturday, July 1st. Welcome to July, everyone. Woo, we made it through June. Pretty intense June. July should be, intense. Yes, intense. Lots of stuff happening this July. Big shifts, big changes, and big decisions need to be made. But that's July. Let's talk about just this one particular day. And we have the moon in big picture Sag. And we had an early morning conjunction between the sun and Mercury. The sun and Mercury had their superior conjunction. That's when they're together, but Mercury is not retrograde, so Mercury is actually located on the opposite side of the sun, still invisible to our eye because it's under the rays of the sun. And so we still need introspection with this energy, and it's happening at 10 degrees of Cancer, which Cancer in its general nature is introspective anyway, so we can feel very sort of inside of ourselves as we start this day. But we also have the sun and Mercury making supportive sextile to Jupiter. So Jupiter is in Taurus. We're dealing with Jupiter Cancer. The issues are ones of security. Sextiles open the lines of communication. We also have a sextile between the sun and Jupiter, right? And Mercury and Jupiter. So let's take those separately. Sun Jupiter is expansive because both the sun and Jupiter are expansive. And it's an expansion of ideas. Mercury and Jupiter is the two planets that are connected to the mind. Jupiter is our intuitive, more creative side, and Mercury is our more logical, facts on the ground kind of side. And they're talking to each other. So it's as if our intuition and our logical mind are having a conversation, coming up with a plan. Excuse me. And so all of this is hi Bunny. Bunny ran away. All of this is good, and both both Mercury and Jupiter, right? Mercury. We also have some stress. I'm trying to remember where the stress is coming from. It's Mars. Mars is putting things under stress in a semi-square, and it can feel like Mars is in Leo. So Mars in Leo likes being the boss, honestly, and wants to take an action. But we need patience at this time. While there are many facts to be seen, and many things that we know, there are still some things that we don't know. So before we take action, we need to get a fuller story. And of course, that's what July is going to be about. The fuller story. All right. So lots of conversation, lots of information, some frustration, but things are being illuminated. And I think the problem with what's being illuminated is that there's just so much of it that you want to act on it, but it's like, wait, just have patience. So what's blooming today? Well, here we have some honeysuckle and roses, right? And then up here, this is another hydrangea. And oh, look what's growing over here. Hi, Charlie. He had just gone in when I came out. So oh, there's a little bee. Hi, Bumbles. Drinking in the honeysuckle. Yeah, so this is hydrangea here, and that'll start to bloom a little bit more. But we did do some planting. We did some planting in the garden with peppers and the like. But we also did some more decorative planting, and um, we've had this for a long time, this fountain, but we don't have a thing for it. So we decided, which we could get, but then you have to get the electricity and all that. So that's a lot. And we decided to make it a planter this year and put succulents in it. So we did that there. And we also, oops, sorry, I don't mean to get you dizzy. We also put some succulents in here. Usually we have flowers in here. But we wanted to do something a little different this year. So we put some succulents in, and I think it's going to be lovely. I think it's going to be lovely. More over here. Yeah, so yard is looking good. And yeah, July is going to be very much a transformational month. I know. Say it every month. And I've been saying that we're coming to a point where evolutionarily we're going to have to decide how we're going to proceed in this world, because it's not looking good. We really have to pay attention to what's important. And what narcissistic, fascistic, authoritarians have to say is, I guess, something we have to pay attention to. But there are things that are even more important than that. And I think that's the state of the earth itself. And I was just watching something last night, a video about what's happening off of California with the algae bloom and all the sea animals that are coming onto shore, who are either sick, dying, or been exposed to the toxin so bad that they're no longer act normal. They're very aggressive. They're in seizures. And it's all from an algae bloom, and it's from an algae bloom because the ocean is too hot. And we have come to a tipping point, and I think that it's important that we see that for what it is. We take the steps necessary. And then there are those, then you say, well, what can you really do about it as a person if governments are not paying attention? What do we do? Well, we do the small things, right? Do something with the correct intention. It's going to make a difference. And if we all do that just a little bit, it's going to make it better. We have to figure out how to work with the earth, not see her as the enemy or as the wallet that we can just keep taking from and not compensating her back or taking into consideration that there is a limitation of matter. So that's what I want to say today. That's the story, Morning Glories. Have yourself a wonderful day. It's going to be a very exciting July. We're going to move through it together. There's going to be times when we feel a little, and there are times when we're going to be just happy to be alive. And, I think we all need to be happy to be alive, period, anyway. But there'll be days and there'll be days, and we'll be together with you on those days. God willing, Goddess willing. All right, everyone, have yourself a great Saturday. Have a wonderful holiday weekend. If you're celebrating, be careful and bring your earplugs for the noise. You can check out our Moonshine episode. It's on Ona's channel. We talked about the full moon in Capricorn. And oh geez, I almost forgot. Thank you 10,000. Yes, thank you. And I am going to do a live, and I'm nervous, but Ona said she'd help me. and I'm going to set that up. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But I'll make an announcement when I want to do a live and see what we come up with, right? If you have any questions that you want answered, things you're curious about, you can ask them in the live. Okay. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Namaste.